Hi kids. Bad news, I'm afraid. Edgar Wright has left Antman. And even worse, he's left it because of creative differences due to the morality of the script. I mean, I don't know about you, but the only reason I was interested in going to see Ant-Man at all in any sense was because Edgar Wright was involved and because I'm a big fan of his work. Basically, in my opinion, Edgar Wright's never made anything bad. Marvel's track record as a studio, in my opinion, is a lot less good. I thought Thor was terrible. I thought Avengers, I know it's popular, but I thought it was an absolute mess of a film, totally retarded. And I've been a comic fan for a long time, and what I find is that the movies that are being made now are like the comics from the 50s, but things have moved on. The comics have become much more intelligent, much more, for an older audience, much more saying something, doing something more important than just people in bright costumes thumping each other in the head. Buttloads of CGI, and I was really hoping for a superhero movie which had a brain. And when I heard that Edgar Wright had signed up to do Ant-Man, I thought, finally, a Marvel movie that I'll actually like. But obviously it wasn't to last, as they kicked him out, or rather, he left because he wouldn't toe the studio line. He wouldn't compromise his vision. You see, I feel very strongly that the best way to make a good movie, or to make good TV, or make good anything, is you find an artist, you give them a bunch of money, and you just let them do whatever they want. That's a philosophy which is not common, but I think it is the best way of creating something of worth. If you have a situation where you've got a bunch of people sitting on a board who only give a shit about money, and they're debating them every scene of the movie, wondering, oh, how will this sell to this demographic? How will this play to conservative? Will we be able to, get product placement from Coca-Cola based on this? Is this what we want to say as a company? Is it representing our morality in a blog? And before you know it, the film is just an absolute shoddy mess of which, is my opinion, what kind of happened to the Avengers film, which I thought was terrible. I'll probably do a review of Avengers now, because most people watching this are probably thinking that the Avengers was a very good film. But you're wrong, and I'll explain why in another video. I certainly won't be going to see Ant-Man. I can only imagine that any director that they would hire after Edgar Wright, even if it was a director that I liked, the only way they would hire them is if they're willing to toe the studio line, and that's not the sort of film I'm interested in seeing, and I'd probably urge you to do the same. Why bother? It's gonna be rubbish. We all know it now. It's gonna be bad. I only hope that the screenplay written by Edgar Wright and Joe Cornish gets released in some form, so we can at least read what the film should have been. Or perhaps they could convert the screenplay into a comic. That would be good. I'd probably like to read that. Maybe that's a better idea. Terrible shame. But in a world where David Lynch and Terry Gilliam are struggling to get funding to make any movies, I'm not really surprised that that's happened. Are you? I mean, anyway, this is just a quick video, and I'll do something more proper and thought out in the future. On the varied topic, perhaps, of studios destroying the creative process of something becoming a good film, because it's a common thread in my movie-going experience, and probably yours too. Bye!